What's going on, guys? It's your boy Keo Carnes here, and it's Friday, and it's a new episode of Improving. And today's commentary, you're checking out a gameplay on Yemen Hardpoint, and I will be talking more about decision making today and how to make better decisions in game and what you can do to, improve and improve on your mentality and all that. So, if you guys haven't noticed, when I do play Hardpoint, I do play anchor for the task force slot. I am their anchor player, and when you anchor, usually it's all about you know, again, it's about communication. It's going to be a lot of the core, team mechanics and team synergy is going to be needed there. But at the same time, you have to be very knowledgeable of where everyone's at the minimap, what hard points next, and the time, because the rotation is really really big for hard point. If you don't rotate, you can actually give people the game off just one hard point. But again, I'm not gonna get into those little semantics. As for decision making, again, you're gonna when it comes to rotations, you have to win your one-on-one gunfights, and I sometimes randomly just lose my one-on-one gunfights because I'm on the back burner connection lag, and I'm not gonna blame connection lag, but again, for me, I make really advantageous challenges all the time, and I know I'm laughing about it because I do. I really should honestly just make more safer challenges, or wait until I get help from a teammate and call out that I need help, etc., etc. Because for a lot of the times, it's not worth me losing that gunfight because I need to be very advantageous at the time, and that's poor decision making right there. That's an example of poor decision making. So if there's ever a time that you can get help or you can get a better play, you can generate a better situation or a better play to happen, you should call out to your teammates and you work together on it and move towards that play and work with it. But as far as your one-on-one gunfights, and decision making with anchoring, you're in a lot of 50-50 situations, and for it's a lot of the times it's tough, but you gotta make reads and you gotta make calls, and you have to have people watching blind spots a lot. Like, say for instance, top market. A big one is that you can, if they flood right and you don't have no one watching right, which you should have someone watching right, but they can actually pick you if you're anchoring in the hill from the back of the hill. They can pick you from, I think, bottom hookah if they have a dual band or a sniper or a really good AR shot, or just have a really good read on you, or have F and J, etc., etc. But that's not the point. But again, there's certain ways that you should be looking. There's certain ways that each team member should be set up, and that's the decision you guys should make as a whole, as well, and as well as yourself. You also have to decide which side you want to watch, because you have to understand what gives you more cover, what gives you a better head glitch, what gives you better shots, better clear, a better vantage on them, and you got to really decide how you're gonna tackle it and how you're gonna go about it. Because with anchoring, you're putting these advantageous 50-50 situations, and it could be a little tricky sometimes because people do switch it up, but you have to be prepared, be mentally prepared to make a decision when the switch up happens, and you gotta really challenge and really make plays. Like for instance, a lot of people on, I want to say, back a lot in slums, they normally don't push cop car, and they will push full fledged into down blue stairs and then double D mid stairs. But um hmm. But a lot of the times people will try to head glitch cop car right and challenge you, but that's really advantageous for a lot of people, because you have a decent M8 or back a couple months ago, a decent foul, you just destroy people that would challenge you. But they would have to send one cop car, one going out a cafe, or one cop car, one going down mid from double D's to cop car to challenge you, and that's a really shitty situation. And usually in those there you have to literally just get undercover and dip and just wait for help for a second, because they can wall bang you from the anchor spot in the back there. So that's an example. So on Yemen, when I anchor, there's very few hills that I'll challenge. I think I challenge Treehouse a lot because I know how to look in and peek and challenge every spot that they can hide in Treehouse. I think the only one I don't really challenge is Chapel, because I typically run AR, and I could just switch to a shotgun or SMG in that case. And again, it's not really smart for me to walk in there with a B-23 or like an M8, but you know, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, guys. But if I had a Cat 40, I would just walked in there and just be like, blah. But anyways, again, it's what you got, especially with your class setup, is the reason why you shouldn't walk in the certain hills. Because if you walk in the church or chapel, as we call it, you're just gonna get destroyed by SMGs, shotguns, everything, the world in half, and like people just, running, just chilling, laying down, chilling in corners. So for me, I'm well aware that's what I'm dealing with, and sometimes I'm just not going to challenge, but I'm going to make a play. I'm just going to run their balls deep and just try to get the one pull with the B-23R, maybe a knife or two. But again, I wouldn't think that's really smart. That's usually a really risky play for me. But again, especially with anchoring, like I said, you have to be knowledgeable of the maps, and you have to be knowledgeable of the hills and the spots people hold down. They play for the hill in, and spots that are really, again, are really big spots to hold for a certain hill. Like example, hijack. If you're in if you're in workout and at that bottom after the first hard point, you have to have that anchor because you can literally shut people out on that hill, especially at the last minute, because they'll spawn out in the mid map or behind or by front door kitchen. Even though like hijack's not really a relevant issue because it's not even on rotation for the circuit anymore, but like for Yemen, a big one. Statue is a big one because you can defend statue pretty well. Not against especially, well, you can actually defend them off streaks because if you have purple control, there's really literally nothing they can do. If you have two people in purple and one guy watching Treehouse and one guy watching Top Market, it's literally insane. It's like you can't stop it because if the two people watching it die off streaks, for instance, the other two people will rotate. The other two guys will rotate for purple and get control, and then again by then the 60 seconds will be done. So yeah. Again, guys, like the real thing that I'm trying to address with you guys is that you have to play smart and you really have to communicate and really know how these maps and how these game modes are played. And I didn't get good at making these decision makings without actually doing some research, watching some videos, practicing with the team, and a lot of it comes from studying and practice. You can't really expect yourself to, like this video, you can't expect me to tell you how to anchor and how you make your decision because everyone everyone as individuals tack different situations differently and they approach things differently, and if there's a better way you can approach it, you should do that. You should approach it that way. But if it doesn't work out, you have to again be quick and quaint to be able to make that second play and go with it and keep adjusting and adjusting. And again, it's all a mentality thing, and it's all it's coming from learning and grinding and doing everything everyone usually does. But again, this commentary is coming to an end, guys. I'd appreciate you like, comment, and subscribe. And like always, guys, have a good day. I'm out, guys. Peace.
Objective achieved.